We're Lance and Christy. Join us as we build our dream. Welcome to Knight's Helm Farms. All right, this is the far right bay on our big shop outside. You can see there's all the rest of the doors. We went to town yesterday and got all of the supplies that we think we need. We'll probably need more to do the electrical and get the solar system hooked up finally. And we've had to rearrange kind of our plans a little bit and our layout. But first step in this whole thing is to get this whole area cleared out so we can be free to move a ladder around in here and
stuff.
Get everything going. Yeah, so I'm gonna put you on super speed and we're just gonna move wood to the wood and tools to the tools and all that into the next area. So you're gonna see us coming in and out, in and out, in and out. I guess I can put it like this. And the dogs are in there. They've got their water bucket. We've got the doors open and it's warm, but it's not too hot. So. All right, now it's empty, just like the day we bought it. Haha. Except for it's full of dirt,
Yep.
bugs. And that water is from the water line down here. It's from when they put the concrete pad outside right here. Anywho, and then there's, of course, the damage to the building. But we'll cover that up. We'll cover that up. Anyhow, we're gonna Webster and sweep. Probably go get the lawn blower. We're definitely killing. You're gonna have to step on them. Scorpions. There's a lot of scorpions. And what we have planned for today is just to finish cleaning. I'm gonna put reflective film on the windows. And we're gonna put insulation on the roll-up door. So we just got the reflective, it looks like bubble wrap, to go on that one since it rolls up kind of tight. Let's see if you can see it better if I go way up like that. Anyway, so we're gonna get it cleaned out. And then we have spray foam insulation in a can that we're gonna seal off. Well, let me show you. Since this is like a corrugated material, this wall is kind of inside out, you know, and we want to keep that wall pretty like that. So all along these walls, the corrugation is, I'm going to see if I can find an example. There's the air conditioner we're going to put it in. The corrugation's like this. See? So you can see outside. And that's how the bugs are getting in. Well, since we can't see that over there because it does have that thin layer of insulation, what we're going to do is put the spray foam on top of this beam and at the bottom of the beam along the concrete. So if they can get up in there, more power to them, I guess. I don't know how else we would plug that up because we can't see it. And then see, this wall is insulated because it's part of that section and we had that whole section insulated, but this insulation is very, very thin. I mean, it does something. It's not a lot. It does something, not a lot. So we can't see that. We can't see those holes, but we know those holes are there. You know, corrugation's still there. So what we're going to do is put the spray foam insulation across the top and across the bottom. And then we'll do it on the opposite side of this wall, but around here. So that's what we're gonna do today, is kind of, and then up there we gotta do something about that up there, because it's a pretty good sized gap up there. But we want to keep the bugs out so we don't have a big mess like this, because it's like scorpions and spiders, and then they make webs and poop, and it's just kind of gross. Oh, and then there's giant, what do you call it? Grasshoppers. Look how big this guy is. He's huge. Absolutely huge. I'm gonna put my foot down there. I'm not gonna squish him, just so you can see how big he is.
She's got size 12.
He's huge. I do not have size 12. I have size 7. I have very tiny feet.
So it's not a very big grasshopper then.
It's a huge grasshopper. So anyway, we're gonna continue cleaning. Then we're gonna do some minor insulation things, and then probably tomorrow start with the electrical. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Put you back on super speed, because sweeping and web stirring just isn't that interesting.
So now I'm going to do the roughest, loudest portion of the day, which is see if I can smack this upright, not back into place, but at least not bent inward so much. When we had concrete done on the outside of the structure, the people who did it for us, made a slight mistake. They had a, what were they using?
Skid
They were
steer.
using a skid steer, yeah. They had a skid steer, they were doing something with the skid steer, and they actually ran into the building and did this damage. So we never really, got it fixed. It was going to cost so much to get it fixed, and so much time and everything. The person who built it and all, and manufactured it, he said, you know what, just smack it a few times, try and straighten it up that way, it should be fine.
Yeah, he said it's like it doesn't really affect the structural integrity of the building.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to try right now. So we'll probably put you on super speed or something, because this is going to be super, super loud.
No, I'll just drown it out with music.
Okay, fine. But I will be coming in from that direction,
All right.
because I'm a lefty.
Yeah. That is better.
That's probably about as good as it's going to get.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
You know what this is?
It's like
Farmer's version of curling.
right. Are you done over here now?
Yeah.
So I bought this and I put it on the windows in our studio just to keep the heat out. And it's supposed to reflect light and heat. This is from the other kind of stuff like you can get at like Lowe's or whatever, but it works on this. So once you have a bottle of this stuff, hang on to it. I got this off of Amazon. I bought it for, like I said, I got it for the studio windows. Because we're having a hard time in there. We had blinds, and it seems like every time we put blinds on the windows, one cat or another would decide that we weren't going to have blinds on the windows.
Yep.
So we put outdoor cats in there when it's too hot or too cold, and then they would mess up the blinds. Finally, I just decided to put window film on. You can't see in unless it's nighttime and the lights are on. And you can still see out, but it's like looking through sunglasses, kind of. And it does keep the room cooler, so the mini split we have in there doesn't have to work quite so hard. We only have it set at like 85.
Ew.
That's gross, Lance. And then, what else was I gonna say? Oh, I sewed draperies for those windows, and I put them on tension rods, so if we have to put cats in there, we just take the drapes down and put them in the closet. One down, 5 more to go. By no means am I a pro at this, but you see how much of a difference that makes. It's like sunglasses for your windows. So I'm gonna put you on super speed and we'll finish it up. Hot.
So we have swept it out. We have Webstered it out. And we have blown it out. So
Yeah,
it
look
looks
how
like-
dirty you are. You're filthy.
So yeah, and it looks like an 80s hairstyle in here now. Because it got
A blown
blowout.
out. Yeah.
So
And then
yeah,
I have-
it's all nice and clean.
3 of the 6 window panes done. This one, can you put it down? This one I got both sides, or top and bottom. And they have some bubbles, but I can straighten them out later. It's just really, really hot, and the stuff that I'm spraying on there is drying before I can maneuver it. This one over here, the wind caught me off guard, and the piece that I cut for the top got stuck to itself, and once that happens, it's over with. And so then I took the next piece and I did the top. This bottom is not done yet, but I opened the window back up because it was hot. And I have another roll that I'm gonna bring out to do that window, so it's not gonna get done today. I could wash it though, but I do have scraps from the first 2 rolls that I could put on that window, although I'm noticing that window already has some kind of tint to it. That's interesting. Way different than that, you see? So maybe I won't have to put it on there. Anyway, the rest of them are not, I'm half done. I have 2, 4, 6 panels to do, and I have 2, 3 done. So we'll move on. Just moving on. Now what we're gonna work on is spray foaming all the little gaps and crevices at that bottom beam all the way around. So that ought to be fun.
Now it's time to try this stuff. Not really going anywhere.
Well, there really isn't a crack right there. But down over there, there is. You have to hold it upright? What did it say about that?
It didn't.
Yeah, whatever. After it hardens, we can just get rid of that excess.
Yeah.
But over there, there's a pretty good gap. Like there's a roofing screw in here. That's how big the gap is. And I can't get this screw out. I'm gonna push it in further. And I'm putting film on the door since I have all this stuff out here and I have a scrap that will fit it. So you don't think we need to go around on the top?
I don't think so, because if you take a look at it, it looks like this stuff right here kind of fills in the gap.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any actual like.
Well, I know it's screwed to that bottom beam.
Yeah. I don't think any foam insulation would help whatsoever.
Okay.
You know, because right there, see, even if I push in, there's no opening.
Okay.
I don't see any places where there is. Especially not there.
Not even there. All right.
Yeah, no, I think that provides a pretty good barrier. It was just between the concrete and the metal frame that was the issue. So I only took one can to do all that.
And
It's
then
a lot less than we expected.
up top, you can see light coming through up there. So
Yeah.
you're probably gonna have to use the big gap filler
Yes.
because we got regular, which is just
Gaps and cracks.
gaps
at the
and
1
cracks.
inch.
But then there's big gap that's 3 to 4 inches, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so you need a tall ladder
Tall ladder,
and big gap filler.
big gap filler. All right, this guy going to trash.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right, so if he's gonna be doing the big gap, I'll go over here and aim you upward. And then wait until he starts. We are calling it a day because it is hot.
Yep.
And this is saying, let's see if I can get it on here. 108, 110, somewhere around in there. Right there. There we go. There it is.
It's so hot we're turning white.
Yeah. That's just the concrete dust. So we were able to get all the large crack filler up there.
Yep.
We got the regular crack filler all the way around on the bottom. And over there, I was able to get 3 of the 6 window panes tinted. I also tinted the door, which was tinted to begin with, so it's pretty dark. It's actually pretty dark. But I really like how it looks with the tint on it. It looks really nice.
Yep.
I mean, just the difference in what you can see out the window it looks a lot better, I think. So it'll be cooler. And then we've had this thing out there recording, trying to soak up sun, but I guess the battery is just dead.
Yep.
No bueno, it needs a new battery. And then we built the rack for the batteries for the new, for the large solar system. This rack will hold 250 pounds per shelf. The batteries are probably, I don't know. What do you think those batteries weigh? 110?
Yeah,
They're pretty
it's
heavy.
easy, 110, yeah.
So there'll be 6 batteries here. We just got one of them out so that we could measure to get the shelves the right distance. And that is where it's going to set. However, it'll probably have to be moved because we have now decided that we're going to do the insulation first and put the conduit on the outside of whatever wall board we put out.
Yeah, and that's just because we're using 3/4 inch conduit because we have several lines going around. So in this case, we'd have like the batteries here, power inverter here, the breaker right here, they're right next to each other. We're gonna have a couple of basically flexible conduit coming down from here. One is gonna go down all the way around, and it's gonna eventually lead to 3 different outlets. So it's gonna be 3/4 inch. We're gonna make sure we have plenty of space for 3 lines of this cable. Because it's 3/4 inch, we've already got a friend right there.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to, basically drill a hole through this thing for a 3/4 inch.
Well, you'd have to drill every one of them, and then
Every one
it'd
of
be
them
like
all
perforating
through.
your building.
So it'd just be easier to go ahead and put our rock wool in, put plywood or something like that over it.
Well, part of it'll be pegboard, part of it'll be
Pegboard,
part of it'll be plywood.
Yeah, some of this stuff over here, this will be pegboard, so we have stuff to hook all of our tools on,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. We already bought the pegboard. I think we set it up to go across this way, around these sections, something like that. It was a plan we had like 2 years ago, and then we never.
Oh, it was
continued
last
it.
year. Last year we got that stuff.
Okay. But at that intend on going around with the flexible conduit. We'll go through here, around the back side, and
All these outlets will just be,
Holes.
yeah,
Yeah.
just be face plates.
yeah.
All the mechanical part will be on the other side.
Yep. And then for our lights, when we do our lights, we'll be coming basically from the top of the breaker box up to the middle, and then from there we'll have a junction box which will power one of them, and then we'll go to 2 other places, maybe only one. We'll see.
So next step, what's next step?
Next step, we are going to insulate the door.
Insulate the roll-up door, right?
We got roll door insulation,
Yeah.
or specifically something like that. We'll do that, and we have to look at the rest of it because we had essentially planned on doing electrical first, and then the insulation. Looks like we have to do it the other way around.
I think it's smarter.
We gotta find some rock wool and whatever inexpensive stuff we can use to put up on the walls.
Yeah, whether that's 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1/4 inch, whatever, plywood, and then we'll just paint it white to match the pegboard.
Yeah. Yep. So that's the plan. And for now, we're gonna go in.
Drink a lot of water. So we have some time before we have to go back out to do chores. So
Yes, very true.
yeah.
Bye.